This drawing lesson is a lot of fun. Look at this. We're going to have the egg yolk expedition. All the egg yolks one of them crash landed, but they're going to be coming from behind the horizon line, getting larger and larger as they come towards you. And we use shadows and shading and foreshortening. So let's have some fun drawing the egg yolk expedition. So any piece of paper will do, any pencil will do. Let's start with the top of the egg yolk. We'll start with the one pretty close to you. We'll draw the dome right here. That's the top of the egg yolk. We start very lightly blocking it in, and we'll darken it in as we go. Now, I'm not going to go straight across. I want to curve the bottom right here. Curve the bottom as it comes towards you. It looks like it could be just a rock. Remember we drew the hippopotamus in the water? Remember on the website, the hippopotamus lesson? It has that dome for the face and his eyes and his ears, but the water ripples, remember? Well, thinking of those water ripples, watch this. We're going to put foreshortened egg yolk coming around the side here. So I'm going to put a dot out here, a guide point, straight out to horizontally off from the side. Horizontally means like the horizon going across here. Then I'm going to put another dot coming out over here, straight out, pretty far. We're going to draw a foreshortened shape, okay? Now, behind the egg yolk, not the corner here, but behind the yolk, I'm going to go way out, come back in close, coming in close here, and that's the left edge of that foreshortened yolk. Now, if you went straight across here and did the bottom, we'd have like a flying saucer. And that's another lesson. You can click on the flying saucer lesson later on. Now, right here, from behind the corner, look at this. We're going to take this egg yolk, go way out with that foreshortened shape. That's one of those 12 words. Remember, you can go to the website, draw3d.com, and you can click on the drawing lessons and print up a copy of the 12 Renaissance words. Okay, there's 12 words, and those words will be very helpful for you. Now, right here, see that I left a space because I'm going to have the yolk again, thinking of another foreshortened circle. Remember that foreshortened circle? Remember that on that lesson? That's why that was one of the first ones posted on the website. Look at this. If you have two dots and you draw a foreshortened circle, see this? You make a cylinder, right? That foreshortened shape. Now, if you look straight down into that cylinder, you'd see a circle. I know I show that to you all the time. Flat, two-dimensional circle, a 3D circle. This edge is closer, right? Well, we're going to think of that foreshortened circle right here. Look at this. I'm going to put another one right here. I'm going to use that as a guideline. I'm going to curve that egg yolk out. Watch this. Look at that. We have the egg yolk kind of spilling out. Now let's put a dark shadow under here. Now again, we'll have the light. The light's going to be coming from way over here. You can determine your light direction. So we'll have the light coming down over here. So let's shade it really dark right along the edge. We'll put a shadow down here, okay? Light's up here, so I'm going to have a shadow cast onto the ground. Now in this direction, that direction right there, I call that direction southwest, okay? In fact, on your paper, why don't you write southwest, write SW and circle it, okay? Southwest. That's going to help you. If you want to print up a copy of the drawing compass, it helps you position your shadows and it helps you position your objects on your paper to make them look three-dimensional. Remember, what you're trying to do is create the illusion, the third dimension, the illusion of a three-dimensional drawing. Your pencil's like a magic wand, abracadabra, right? The illusion. Now, I'm going to draw a little shading. I'm going to darken in the edge here, darken in the outside edge, curve it here, curve the bottom. That's called contour, one of those 12 words. Now you can take the side of your pencil, and you can blend the shading here. Now look at the sun's up here. The sun hits right here. So I'm going to shade right in here. Real dark. See this? And get lighter and lighter. Now, how many of these do you want to draw? Look at what I did. Look, I drew this near one. See how the egg yolk spills out? Dark shadow blended. And I put one smaller, and they get smaller as they move away. That's called size. Take your finger. Let's go ahead and blend the shading with your finger just a little bit. Don't take your finger and go over the whole thing. Just real dark on the edge here, real dark, and then blend it. One of my favorite shaders, a fellow named Ted Arnold, he wrote a book called Parts, P-A-R-T-S, Parts. And if you haven't seen that book, you got to go to your library and check that book out and look at his drawings. He shades with squiggles like this. He squiggles, and then you can blend it. I like his shading a lot. He squiggles a lot on his shading. Now, I'm going to move this over just a bit. I'm going to draw another I'm going to draw another egg, moving back in the distance. We're going to make a path. Watch this. I'm going to have all these eggs going back here, and then I'll have them moving back toward the horizon. This is the path that they're going to take, okay? And then way back here, I'm going to put a horizon line. I'm going to make sure my horizon line is straight. See that? That'll be my horizon line way back there. All right, so this is very, very light. I drew the expedition path going back toward the distance. Now I'm going to draw another egg right here, smaller than this near one. So I'll put it right about right here. Draw another top of the yolk, sunny side up. And then now not straight across, I'm going to curve the bottom. It's called contour. See, curve the bottom, one of those 12 Renaissance words. Go out here, put a guide point for the yolk from this point, and I'm going to go and center this right here. So you can see what I'm doing. Go ahead and zoom in if you would a little bit. Keep going, zooming in right there. And then I'm going to come over here and put a guide point over here. Now again, this is getting smaller as it moves away. From this corner, we'll draw a foreshortened shape coming around here. Isn't that great? Look at that. Coming down here. Let's do the same thing over here. Let's go behind the corner, back here. Not to the corner, behind the corner. Go out to that guide point. Even after drawing professionally and teaching, I've been teaching for 31 years, I still use that point, those guide points. Okay? Now, guide points are helpful. Now, think of a foreshortened circle again. Think of that foreshortened shape. Let's draw that egg yolk here, flowing around. Then we get to have fun with the shadow. The sun's above. Go and zoom out so they can see it, the view here. Keep zooming out, zoom out, zoom out. That looks great. Look at that. See? This is large and it gets smaller. You can even block in that this other one's getting smaller back here. I'm going to do one right around the corner. It's getting a little bit smaller. Draw the top of the egg yolk. Look, it's getting smaller. Curve the bottom. Put a dot out here, a guide point. Put a dot out here, another guide point. Let's draw a foreshortened circle. Come back in close. Not to the corner. Go way out. Come back in close. Think of that foreshortened shape. Hook it around like this.
Sharpen your pencil, grab some paper, get ready, it's almost time. Mark will show you how to get on the paper what's in your mind. A rocket ship, a pair of shoes, a shooting star, and some kangaroos.
Have you enjoyed drawing today? Want to continue the fun? Head over to draw3d.com and join now.